should be going live in a bit, which by now you probably see it if it is or not, but just for me. Okay, cool. It's always scary. Okay. It's Thursday, I think. Hopefully. Never get used to intros like this. It's just like I need to just click so many buttons just right now and just do whole many things, and okay. So I decide everything I need to do, but then it's like, I need to also do things on the fly. At least just the sharing things. Yeah, I don't know. Welcome guys. Welcome. It should be fun. Oop. There you go. Now you can see me. Hello. Let me get some water actually, real quick. Okay. Hi. That was my breathing, so now I'm good. Alright, so I don't know how many people were here last time, but I don't think I really took any breathing last time. Hopefully it should be water under the bridge right about now, but yeah, you can watch the other one, watch Tuesdays, if you want weird me. But yeah, I just got a little upset, so hopefully we'll be okay. Let's see. You know, I should see if I can get the text a little bigger on your chat, because you can't really see it. There you go. Oh, there you go. That's way better. Okay. I did the Chrome control mouse wheel up, and man, that makes it way better. It's like I actually read your names now. Jeez. Okay. Never thought about doing that. Wow. So that's Ina. Is that Inu? Is dog. Is that the dog one? Let's see. I don't know if that's a pun on it or not. I don't think I've seen Color Out of Space either. I don't know what that is. It was a mixture of like depression and like anxiety, and it was just a weird mental breakdown. Really the half of it was, yeah. But yeah, here we go. How we doing, guys? Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, so I guess today, I know that we finished one of these last time. We finished the, this squid, or our shark cat, little filly. It's got the sketch behind her as well, because I kept that. This is kind of like the final design I kind of made out of it, where I kind of refined it just a little bit more in some places. I added a little skirt dress thing at the back because I felt like I was a little weird. I think I redesigned some small, very minute things here and there. It should mostly be generally what we were doing, where we left off last time. So if we do a stream on every one of these, it's gonna take 2 months or too long. So maybe I just want to like pick one of these or something, and then either I or you, and then we'll see from there. Probably want to do just a normal looking one. I think the road 2 and 3 kind of got a little bit weird. I mean, this is a seahorse one, so probably just choose from the top row, because those would be like more the city folk would be up here. So that's where I kind of like directed you last time to be one of these top ones. Or we could just do a thumbnail of, and that's good too for you guys. Let's see. Let's see. Ina, and his Halloween English. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I saw one of them because I like started watching the Shark Girl one, and so I kind of got like recommendations of like all the other ones. So I think I've seen that one. I don't know what the other ones' names are though. I was thinking of Corone. Okay. Hi, horse. I love you. Love you. Message every time. It's great. I had to like reset my we had a brownout last day yesterday. That's when we say it. We had a brownout last night, so I had to like reset my camera and like my microphone. So if anything's like weird, especially for the audio, I have to like change it just a little bit. But I guess it's okay. It's not clipping or anything. It's not too loud. Just make sure that that's good out of the way first. Let's see. Color spaces. Nikaje movie based on the HP Lovecraft. Okay. Guara. Yeah. Let's see. Hi. Okay. I'll just choose one. I think I'll just choose this. Because we did the girl one, but it's best to do the boy one to get things rolling on here. So these gotta have a little inflatables. You know, be fun. So it'd be like hitting the beach or like be outside on the streets of the city. Let's see. Nicolas Cage, aka Nick Cage. Oh, the National Treasure, because he is a national treasure. That's how you remember it. Okay, cool. Hey, Cookie. I just made the chat like twice as big, and it's like really nice. I just don't know why I never like thought to do that before. It's locked. Silly Flash. Let me click it. Now it's close to. Okay. Jeez. It's not responding. How you guys doing? Hey there. I'm waiting for this to load or not crash. If it crashes, that's gonna be bad. Hey, we're okay. Didn't crash. It is likely louder, or I'm just yelling. Speaking loud. Okay. I can just adjust it to be negative 11. It was like 8. So it should be like a couple decimals less. Oh, I see that there's a boop. There you go. So, okay. So I need to make a new. Nope. New. Let's see. Okay. That's what I was asking. Thank you, guys. Boop. Okay. So I made a new file. I'm going to take my paper base. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and make a color version of this sketch. And we'll see what happens. Probably have to change the proportions of this one to fit as a child. Probably don't need to rechange them. I do need to save it, which probably will open my File Explorer and see all my secrets, so hang on one sec. Maybe. Yep, it did. Okay. Let's navigate to paper derpy film. I'm just doing my saving. Actually, where would it be? Paper derpy film. City background ponies. Okay. That's what I have. Okay. What is this? This is, we'll call it full floaties. That should be good. Okay. So now when it saves, it shouldn't open that dialog again. Everything should refresh. And we'll just kind of have to fix that on. There you go. Okay. This is good. Let's see. Oh boy. It's like whenever I get like the lowest moments, I like I get money. Like people just donate out of pity or something. I don't know what happens. That happened last time. You definitely don't need to. Because I'm working with Midnight Mares, and that's actually more lucrative than any other project that I've worked on, honestly. So definitely want to keep Midnight Mares going, because that's been really great for me. So try and keep working on that. Let's see. I'll check around. Let's see. Okay. And YouTube's like notifications never really get to be responsive. Anyway, I'm gonna lasso everything and then make the entire body squish down just a bit. Gonna make it a full, so we have smaller proportions. There we go. Save. So I'll make this a little smaller. Reform this. Oops, so used to Toon Boom's like default to be lasso. So okay. Because once I get these in place, then it's way easier to just work on it. You know, I could have done this, but yeah. Don't need that because that's irrelevant. No. So used to lasso. Okay. That looks good. Here we go. What's up, email? It's me. Alright. How we doing? Okay. Let's see. Not much recently. More than just Midnight Mayor's general stuff of that. Not particularly. We've had another birthday in the family. So we celebrated that later because the day that it was gonna be was bunch of the fire smoke kind of was billowing and like lingering around the street, so we couldn't really do something that we wanted to go out and do something, and it was like, no, we'll probably get smoked like 2nd degree or whatever it is when you inhale smoke from someone else. So yeah. So on that particular day, it was like, it was general, but the peak of it, of all the smoke, was a couple days ago before that, but then it was still there. So something like that was what's going on. Exactly. So, but after that, it was pretty, not. Basically, have been just focusing most of my attention, have been like trying to lessen my time on Midnight Mayor's throughout a day so I can work on the movie, which this is part of the movie, so it's double work, or two stones, birds going on right here. Here we go. Okay, feeling good. Let's see. Let's make it another normal horse, just because that's doesn't need to. Oh, forgot to lock the taskbar. Lock. There you go. Okay, so now let's stay in place. Make that easy. Okay, here we go. That's all the setup, so we should be pretty good. How we doing? And besides that, let's see. Actually, not really. I've been, again, I'm just so focused. But with the Midnight Mayor's, it's been fun. We've been trying to get the first draft. I'll start with the tail, I guess. Get the first draft of the storyboards done for that. All done, and then we can move on to, excuse me, make a animatic. So that'd be the, so when you take the storyboards and then time them out into like a little mini movie. It's like a rough sketch, like a bunch of thumbnails and rough pictures trying to tell a story. The storyboards and animatic for my movie, the Derpy movie, is roughly complete. It'd be whether if I have some alterations as I go, or like because it's been like 3 years been working on it, that some things in, especially in the fandom, might have changed, or I just need it to be updated in some way, or just I feel like I have different sensibilities for some things as well. Or just add more jokes, or especially like some of the script was literally add stuff here in text that it was like, add a joke here that'll be really funny and everyone will laugh, kind of a thing. Placeholder, basically. So now I have to actually figure out what would that actually be. So that's what I've been trying to work on. I've been meaning to make some kind of color key, because I haven't really made that yet, which is basically like making little thumbnails, like really small pictures. That's how it's traditionally done, where really small pictures that kind of tell like the color palettes for each scene. So trying to see if I can find some time to make something like that, which I'm definitely overdue on that. Soon, and I have basically the entire storyboard pretty good. So I want to make sure that that's going. So once I get that, then I'm able to know what kind of colors, and the overall feeling will kind of also determine stuff on that as well. That's really rough, but okay. Let's see. You gotta add stuff here. Yeah. Exactly. That it's like I try to, you know, not do that. At least when I budgeted when I was really into making the scripts for Chibi Ponies and Yoshi Greenwater stuff. That was a bunch of like, let's have the story, the script brief was just like mirrors, or it'd be like one word, and then cooking, and then letters and delivery, and be stuff like that. And then it's like, oh yeah, I have to like figure out what that means and how do I explain that, you know, how do I visualize that into some kind of a script and story. So yeah, 90% of the stories are just like, especially the original ones, we had to like come up with everything. Like the Yeti ones and all those ideas had to be, it just kind of just started out as it really just, that one particular one started out just as fancy mirrors, just because I want to do that as an idea, or just want to play with something and then play with a concept first and then make a story sort of out of it. See if I can make that concept become a story, if that makes sense. Yeah. Thanks for coming in. Thank you. So yeah, trying to get that. I feel like that kind of like script or like is more organic in a way as well. In a sense that you can just not have to worry about making an entire script out of getting from like beginning to end without really knowing exactly what you're gonna do. It does help a lot to me to just come up with a concept and then make that into something interesting. Or if it's like anime, it's like, oh, let's just do, you know, just say like script is anime, and then figure out and research like, oh, I like these particular stuff, and start from like the biggest, grandest like thing, concept, and then dial it down into a specific little thing, and then modulate that as a story. So with the mid-namers, we kind of we've had some meetings recently, so I kind of learned some of C.L. and Gans, Chris's story habits from his perspective. That they're kind of the same sort of style, where you just kind of not have the entire, you don't have a thesis in front of you, and then you just have you know, being able to just write it out. It's kind of like writing about a city of pants. That is just like organically like, well, let's just have this happen, and then ooh, stuff just like, ooh, well, how about because we have this now, well, let's figure that out, you know, or like let's add a new character because that'd be cool. And then later on in chapter 7, they'll be important, or if the fandom says, you know, if they want to see more backstory or origin and like want them to ask questions, then it becomes like, well, I see now there's interest in this character, so I guess now I have to figure it out. So, in a way, then, yeah. I don't know. Make up whatever you want, and then if people ask questions, then you have to figure it out, kind of a thing. If people call you out and say like, why is this weird? It's like, well, in chapter 8, it's gonna be explained because you brought it up. Kind of thing. Rather than the other way around, or having some shows or stories would, TV shows would have like a Bible, but that's just to say like what's the rules and character bios and stuff. So it seems like Gan is just kind of making up this Bible as it goes with a lot of his stuff. So even like with the animatics, and we had this meeting that was like a 4-hour meeting, but we had it over 2 days, so it was like 8 hours of just talking about just the storyboard. So that's cool. We kind of just figured out that he's just gonna have up and saying that he doesn't know everything at once, which is totally fine because he's trying to make this up as it goes. But yeah, it's kind of weird how it is pretty much supposed to be, you know, it's supposed to be a movie, an animation, and a pilot. But if it doesn't have everything planned out to mostly to T, it's gonna be weird. That we had some discussions about like one character. It's like, why does this character only show up for literally like one scene? Pretty much, yeah, he does. There's a new character that's introduced in like the 20th minute, and then he's never really shows up again. But Gan says we can't get rid of him because he's important in chapter 3. So it's like, okay. And then we try to say like, well, we got this other character that it's like, well, he kind of does the same sort of thing, and he even does the same kind of, has the same themes about him, of like what kind of character he is and what kind of things he deals with. So it's just kind of like, can we condense these two characters into one? And then Gan says like, well, no, because of a bunch of these extremely esoteric things that just kind of rambles on as well in that way. So yeah, don't close. Okay. So this has to be layered underneath head. That'll do. And just kind of center it. Yep, there you go. What colors are floaties? Are they like, can be like a red and white light preserver? Should it be rainbow? I don't know. Yeah, there's like a major spoiler, and he'll be very upset if I say that. So I'm gonna be careful about that. Classic red and white, thank you. Bop, bop, bop. And you could get like a little desaturated pinkish red, like that. That'll do. Seems like... no, that works. Oh, it's because his weird skull is in the way. Move, skull. Don't need you. Hip, hip. There you go. Yeah. There you go. Maybe way bigger. Yeah. So he's got a light preserver because he's ready. Let's get to hit the beach. Alright. Yeah. Or usually yellow. Maybe I'll have like the other floaties be yellow. Okay. We can do both. Because he's got these other two. He's got the leg ones and it can be yellow. How about that? Oh, nose is dripping. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, I'll be sure not to say the important spoiler relevant to Midnight Mares. Which kind of changes everything. I don't know. That's a spoiler too. Oh, I haven't said what it is, so I'll stop. Let's see. Let's see. Floaties and light preservers are different. Okay. So I think the light preserver was red and white. We got that. Is that right? Okay. The ones on the limbs are either yellow or orange. They're called floaties. Okay, cool. So I think I'm doing good so far. Okay. Let's solo that. And then go in here. Okay. Yeah. So I just spent like 8 hours this week in meetings, pretty much just talking about the storyboards and figuring out, because we never really had any other voice meetings with the director, so it was really nice to have that for the first time. Especially if all the storyboarders were there, so that was really fun. So I got to meet everyone else at the same time as well. Maybe I'll just make this kind of angular. Maybe up higher. So I'll use lasso. It's different. It would be... I was gonna have it like be up here with the shoulder. Like it'd be big shoulder things. Maybe it could be wider. There you go. And it'll be yellow or orange. How's that? Let's get it like yellowy orange. Or pink. There you go. Yellow? Light? There you go. Okay. Light preservers. I also have a rope around for drawing. Oh yeah. I don't think I'll have a rope around them. Yeah, let's see what I could do to this to make it seem inflatable. Make things inflatable, they have to be like made out of plastic, and plastic has a high specularity value, so basically just make it shiny. Okay. Let's see. So let's just get a higher version of that, and then we just figure out where the light source would probably hit it. Probably on the top, and just kind of go whoop. Most of these will be seen from a distance as well, so I'm not going to be too afraid of what's going on here. Yeah, that'll work. Hopefully. Let's see, and it's duplicated on the other side. Yay! Alright. What I can do with this, the light preserver, I'm going to make this into, how do you spell it? Preservers. I love the big chat. It's great. What I can do is duplicate it, maybe. So now I have two of them. Go to this one and then just kind of erase it with where I want it to be, either light or dark, and just kind of delete everything here, leaving me with a perfect curve of this. Make this into one color. I just say black, please. Fill black. We'll have to just convert it all into, convert it all to flat. So that's just flat. That's just one color. Make it into 20%, and that just makes a shadow. Yay! That was fun. Okay. Maybe just add a little depth. That's pretty cool. Alright. So I go back in. I can't really do lighter than white, so I have to do lighter than the red here. And just add the same kind of, some kind of just simple, whatever you call this, depth now. There you go. Yeah, that'll work. Alrighty. It's ready to go. So now we do this in the back legs as well. I think I should make these legs have the little inflatable like tube thing or something out of here. So I was just gonna make a line and then make it into like a, yeah, make it thinner, and then let's have a circle. Grab it. Yeah, give me a little cockeyed. And then this will be like the breathing into thing. I didn't give a key mark to the shark cat girl because she's wearing a dress, and I knew that she'd be wearing a dress for that. Probably for this one we will probably need a that look good? That looks dumb. Maybe just not need this and just make this wider. And then we'll just pretend what it is. Well, we'll all know what this is. It just needs a black in the middle. Like, blip. Or not. Whoop. Bleh. Adding too much detail. Might not be needed just because I can't figure out how to do this. Yeah, I might just get rid of it until I know how to properly do that well. Still have a better idea of how to go about it. Because now I need to do the same thing with this on the other side. It's fine, found it? Okay, cool. Because I don't know how to figure it out. And let's just put it on the other side. Just like that. Little swimmers, little swimming costume thing. Let's make it more different color. Barely. There you go. Okay. Yeah, he'll need a cutie mark of some sort. Okay. Maybe it could be... I'll probably just recolor a bunch of these. Or at least change outfits, change hats, and then recolor it. So... means I'll have to make a bunch of different cutie marks as well. Unless I choose... give them pants. It's that been a cheat way. Give them some shorts, and then you don't need to add cutie marks. Yeah. Just make a life preserver. Yeah, that'll be easy enough. Yeah. So we just make a Cheerio. Whoop, there you go. And then... for some reason, Pony always has this perspective to everything. It's like they're thinking of form or something. As it bends around the leg or something. Ugh. Duplicate it. Let's make the thingy, the width smaller. Yeah, it needs to be way smaller. And then like that. Now, so the cutie marks will be different preservers. Ah, okay. And that'd be... That's not cheating. It ain't. So, okay. Let's just make this the same sort of size. And then we'll just make a couple different D's. I'll just have to do all the way through and then go, okay. Then we'll just have to. So otherwise, if we don't, it'll not connect, it'll be even worse. So might as well just do it that way. Yeah, see how I kind of broke that one pixel there. It's, ugh. Even that doesn't really change it. At certain views, it breaks. That's so weird. And I can't just select it because I was trying to click it. Ugh. Huh? What? What? Oh, no. Oh, is it this one? Nope. Can I select the other one? Oh, that helped. Oh, boy. Want you, and then we'll just get to push you over there. Nope, can't select it. I want you. Just you. Oh! Or I just say, oops, and then... okay, get you to be there. Get you. I'm so glad I moved on between this program. Ugh. And it did it again. That's incredible. Of just how weird it is. Ugh, boy. Okay. It's still weird. It's still weird. Let's get the same colors. Bop, bop, bop. Even coloring it breaks it. That's cool. I don't need another one because that doesn't work. So let's put one somewhere in there, I guess. Get rid of that color. This one. There. Or some of these will be more straight. There you go. Okay. It's just hard to like. So I'm working with Midnight Mares to working with Toon Boom. So it's like I'm getting used to it now. That it's like going back to here. It's like, oh boy. That was just how actually nicer Toon Boom is, and it's like, yeah. There's a line in the middle circle. Yes. Yeah. And even when you select it, it changes what you see. So it's like, whoop, you click this one. You see here, you click this line, and then this goes away. So how am I supposed to know what's even going on? If I try to move it, it moves the entire thing. Let me just select this point. Let me move it. Whoops, it broke the line. and then just move over. That might help. That's why you just gotta cheat with a lot of this. There you go. Yay. Okay, so now we'll need the little cheek. What would you go? Where would I want to put it? Probably just on top of everything. It's a little like white cream. What do you call it? Sunscreen. How do you apply it? It's like that, or is it like that? So the way I had it was like that. Yeah. Because I started really just animating. The only other product that I probably was animating before this was probably just flip books and flip note on the snoot. More of a smear. Let me just look it up. See if I can find. What would you call it? It's sunblock? Curtains? On his net. Cream and using it. It's just the product. Can't find it. Sun cream? Sun cream. Ah, there you go. You got it everywhere. Got it on your shoulders. Okay. So it's more of a smear. Okay, so I could do a blur maybe. That might work. Or just opacity change it. That might work as well. Okay. I just think if it was whether like this or this. So now I see it's more. Get it thin, then you get it big, and then thin, and then you just kind of get that going, and then just kind of splotch it around a little bit, and then you get a little extra bits. There you go. Maybe that could be a little bigger. There you go. And then on his snoot, probably just put it on his snoot. Inside of his snoot layer. I see you guys. There you go. Okay. So something like this. Obviously his snoot's more over there, but I guess this kind of works as well. Yeah. Yeah. Let's like this, and then we can go to 80% and see like it's a little bit less opacity. Just a little bit. Okay. Right. It's bigger the better with this. Let's get it to be like 90%. Just a little bit so we can like smear in. Yeah, okay. So I got, I think I got everything. So now I just get a color rim, which should just be simple as just choosing a random color here. How about for base coat? What would it be? Something that I would read as well between. Basically just not the red or the orange is what I'm afraid of. So let's see, what would work? Maybe a blue's probably pretty good, maybe. So I was going for like some kind of navy blue, but then if you put him in the water, he's gonna disappear. It's probably something opposite of blue if I want to put him in the water. Opposite of water would then be probably around reddish, right? Violet, maybe. Maybe like some kind of weird purple, maybe. It's kind of a. Does someone have like a color wheel? Open up. I have like tritones opened up as well. This episode would be red and orange. So I could be orange. Maybe like more saturated than that on me. Maybe like yellow. We could change the floaties to be a different yellow or orange based on what we choose, maybe. Or something. See if I can make that bigger. I can't. So around here, maybe. Maybe yellow would work. Just has to be really creamy, maybe. Again, I'll probably just have to make a whole bunch of different recolors as well, so might just change other bits as well to make sure that those work as well. I'll go with this weird color here, then change the floaties. Yeah, the floaties have to change. And then we got that. Let's go for hair. Hair has to be the opposite, which would probably be the blues. Maybe make that the violet. So that'll be contrasty. That's pretty good. Yeah. That's pretty rad. That's pretty cool. Yo, it's kind of like sandy. Sandy kind of color. That's cool. I like that. Maybe a different shade of green for his coat and hair. Maybe try green. Oh, we kind of had green for the hair already. I kind of like this. Yeah. Something to go with... what are... Yeah, so maybe we can go like with the moss or something. Again, it could be kind of gross green, maybe. Yeah, well, that looks pretty good. I like that. I think there's some pony that kind of looks like that. I think it's the Apple family kind of has that. Let's see. Keep that. You got it. And then we'll just go back into here and then kind of choose to be more, probably more yellow to make it stand out. A little more. Choose the yellow. And then make that way brighter. There you go. Make that yellow. Okay. That'll do. Yep. Already ahead of ya. Alright. Let's make this more... Just like, I don't know. I want it to be like different, as if they like got... like a different retailer. Or like they ran out of this certain... They couldn't even find 4 the same one, so they had to get like 2 different, slightly different ones. It's not my lore with that. That looks cool. Yeah, I mean, here we like about this big on the screen, so yay! We did it. Alright. Went really well. What else would you need? I think that's it. That was basically my sketch, so that looks pretty good. Welcome. Let's see. Alright. That's whatever you're saying about the star. Alright, that's good. Let's see. Anything else I want to change? I'd probably just add the same things that I added to this one, where I just added some slight, very, very slight shading underneath with this line here. So, there you go. I'm happy with that. Alright. It's like a recolor of Big Mac. Oh, I see it. Yeah. I mean, that's just kind of like my default style, which is like the spiky hair. I could like change maybe some flip to be different. You know, just go like that and go, whoops, now it's completely different. Yeah, I think as well. Not as a bad thing, but I just want to make sure that that can't happen. There you go. Yeah, how about now? There you go. And I gotta make sure that this one goes the opposite way as well to keep consistency. There you go. Oopa. I'm thinking it as like some kind of seaweed kind of a thing. Even though it doesn't really look too good. Well, that's kind of fun. Some kind of like I heard some anime trope where like the hair is just like one little strand. I think there's a whole trope and like cliche that this means something. About their personality. It reveals something about their personality by their like their hairstyle. I forgot how to pronounce it, so I won't try and guess it. There you go. Big chin. Okay. Probably just bring it in and maybe, because I kind of been using this template for a lot of them, so I probably won't have to, probably don't like to change it. I can make it somehow bigger, like make it fit on the face. Maybe it's smaller. Yeah, maybe like a really cute mouth. And then it goes up. And then it just needs to like, yeah, just bend down or something. Whoop. 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 There you go. And just make sure that this is flat down here. Which I don't know what I'm doing right now. Whoop. Let's see. Oh jeez. Okay. That needs to go back up somehow. So this needs to go up. Boop. That looks good. It's kind of weird, but right there, but that's okay. Alright, so I have to change the tail as well. It's kind of like the anime character or manga. Like that little girl with the green hair with little pigtails. So many things. I gotta remember it. Some of you guys would know. Hopefully. It's a fairly retro one, so it's not quite new. Wish I could smooth this out. I think there's a button to smooth things out. Let me try click that button and see what happens. Smoothing. It's right behind me. Can't see it. Oh well. Boop. See what happens. Smooth, 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 smooth. Okay, cool. I mean, the 4chan mascot girl. Let me just check. Because that actually sounds right. Mascot. Yes. Yeah, totally. Exactly. Yeah, I just looked up 4chan mascot girl. Let's see. I got it, but I'll let Star figure it out. Is this like with this weird Ahoje? I think it's the name of the hair. And some butchering of whatever that meant. As I kind of fix this out. Okay. I think we're good. Yeah, something about like this particular green in this hair spike kind of reminded me of it. Let's see if I can fatten this there. Just a wee bit. Get more volume. There you go. It's like now it's almost like that. Who's the young 6 horse guy? It's who's actually like a horse. This guy looks like everybody. That's probably a good thing too. That doesn't seem like just one character. It's like everybody now. That's good. Wish this was better. Whoa. The smoothing algorithm didn't really lessen it too good. Just hate that it's adding more points as I move it. Because I wanted just like one point, and it adds like 4 in between it. Maybe just like one slight amount of there. Yeah. And then it could just kind of go in a little bit behind the butt. There you go. Alright. I think I wanted to add some like eyebrows, but I think it might be a bit much at this point. So the rest of it will just be like cleaning it up and making sure everything's good to go. Let's see. Yosuba. Is that right? Manga goes blip. Written by yeah. Gotcha. Okay. I'll try my best then. Forgot the T. Well, I was trying to do like the su, which I guess you're not really like. Well, otherwise it'll be to tsunami. So, for like the weather thing. So, but I guess it was just yeah. Even like desu, you would probably just, you know, in general talk not say desu unless you're supposed to be really meant to, you know, make it apparent, I guess. But I could be totally wrong as well, but it's just like what I'm thinking. Yeah. It's just a declaration of a noun or something, or like the sentence itself. But you wouldn't say desu. You might, like, in general, or like conversational, just say des or da, probably just des. You wouldn't say the whole word out of it. So that's what we're going with, not saying the T in the name. Okay. Somebody went all the way to this skull? I don't know. Boop. There you go. Let's see. Oh, kawaii desu. I've been trying to learn it for like learning Japanese for like practically like over 500 days now, based on my Duolingo account. Mostly just trying to get the. I feel like I'm confident at least in now getting like katakana and hiragana good. But now now I'm just trying to learn actual words and phrases, so this is good too. It took me like around a year or so just to feel comfortable with reading, just general. Yeah, trying to get there. There you go. That's nice little volumetric shadow. Don't need to add some high-powered 3D rendering to get that in. I think that's about it for that. Okay. We can add one back there, maybe. Behind this hair. There's a little shadow right there. Let's do that. Okay. Boop. Whoop. Whoop. Yeah. What's this in 3D? It's like subsurface, or like it's self. It's creating this shadow on top of itself. It's something like that. I forgot what that's technically called. But basically, I'm just cheating with that and just saying like, it's whatever, good. Let's see. Oh boy. I don't know. Some people come in here and go. Some people come in and go. Most of people just saying like I'm leaving, so that's all okay. I will probably not do one pony a day, cause yeah, we finished 2. So I finished this one, I think. So, yeah, maybe. Yeah. So I probably will. We can either stop it here, you know, of not doing more of these particular cast of friendly horses. We could do another project and then on October, excuse me, on October 1st do Inktober, and then we'll see where we go from there. So it'd be up to whether this is fun to do just more regular ones, because I'll probably want to just do a bunch of these exactly on my own, because these are all supposed to be for background characters for chapter 3 and 4, maybe 5, but I probably just want to make more characters for 5, so at least the top row will be likely just 3, the second and third row will probably be 4, and then I'll probably have to make more for 5, and then past that 6 to 10 will probably just be not need practically any other background ponies. Not that I need more, but probably it doesn't feature them. So, yeah. I'll definitely do, if I stop here with these, then I'll definitely have to do all these off stream. So, unless we do another one of 4, and then I just make a couple of these, or make more for 4. But I think we got enough with these. Yeah, that'll probably take me a while to do. So I'll probably just focus on the top row ones, and focus on those and make different variations of these particular ones, and then that should probably fill enough. So I think I counted that it would probably take around 10 for like a particular, like in one type of scene, and then there's another scene that I haven't counted out how many I want. So I'm gonna need at least 10 characters, which out of this is 3, 6, 7, 8. So if I just recolor a bunch of these, then it should be good. But yeah. Yeah, so I'm kind of wondering what I should do with all this for next time, because we got like one more week, or at least one more, this particular, I don't know if you can see it, there's one more Tuesday before October, so this is kind of a wild card right now of whether we want to do one more of these, but I probably want to be just done with these by that time. Like, I don't think I'll have any more to do, hopefully by that time. Now I'll just get all these done, and then by Tuesday we'll just do something else, and then October, and then whatever else we want to do for there. So yeah. Maybe we could just do a random one, probably one that would be featured in 4 specifically, maybe. Yeah, Barbara House is always a filler. Yeah, I'll go to towards time, I guess, right about now. Yeah, I'll definitely do as many as I can of these, but probably I'm thinking the ones that'll be the most relevant or the most make sense in particular scenes. Like the pumpkin, I might have to make an entire joke out of that, but the pirate ones, I might already have at least some inkling that I can just shove them in more organically. So yeah. But I'll go to toast time just for now, and I'll show you this one. There's a little thing to say that we did that. So I'll go to end. That's ready. Okay, cool. All right. Let's give me half a minute, and then I can get the camera off, and then get this going. So I have to set up a whole wall though to be able to just do this. That should be good. Okay, ready? Pop. There you go. That's ready. There you go. Okay. Welcome to Toaster Time again. Okay. I feel like there's like those episodes of like Twilight where it's just like Cadence has to like teach Twilight to like just breathe, and I feel like I haven't been doing that recently, so because I've been like so focused on trying to do 2 very large projects that I feel like one of them is, you know, contract, you know, trying to get that going. It's like a project, like a real job where I got deadlines and wanting to get things rolling. And then the other one at the same time is this personal project that is roughly about equal amount of work that I'm trying to just push on myself to try to get, you know, done for you guys. So it's been really stressful, and I think last stream was just like my mental just breakdown. It's just like I everything just came to a head that just like I just broke. So I think this is a good refresher, and just need to just refresh. And I think by this weekend I'll have at least some kind of break for at least a day, and then hopefully come back anew. That'd be great. But yeah, I'm still trying to get things going for both projects. Is is really tricky. I don't want to cancel either of them, you know. I guess I could cancel the Midnight Mares, but it's like I've been so invested already. I could definitely quit. We haven't really got to, we're still on storyboard revision part, whatever you want to call it, the pipeline of it. So, for me personally, I've been hands-on with practically everything, but I haven't been hands-on with animation particularly either. So, it's if I want to, I guess I could, but I feel like it's actually a pretty good job. It's a good job, so I don't know. So obviously if I wait too long with the Derpy movie, then you guys are probably moving on. I'm surprised you haven't moved on already, actually, honestly. That you're not just like, he's not uploading in months, and ponies are lame, you know? So, thanks you guys for sticking around. I mean, this is insane that you guys are still here. Still interested in this kind of content, and it's really, really humbling. Especially I got you guys too. Cintiq really, really pulling it through here. Yeah. It's never lame. Yeah. That's why I'm working with Midnight Bears, is that they have, you know, it's talking equines in the movie, but they're a little bit taller. Their necks are taller than Twilight, so that makes them different. Yeah. I mean, your lyrics, okay. Alright. Yeah. You like my content? Thanks. Because I put, like, way too much, like, effort into it. Because I feel like some people, you know, there's so much, like, range of spectrum of, like, quality and content that's, like, there's a handful, you know, there's the general crowd of, like, I'll just try not to laugh and just look at videos kind of people, and then, like, animation is just, like, this entire, like, pipeline of, like, making, you know, had to be my own studio, you know, that had to, like, be very, very knowledgeable about a lot of things, that animation is just so demanding, of just so many different aspects of, like, creativity, and technology trying to work together. I was just like, if I didn't know how to, like, draw, or, like, or especially just not how Flash works in this case, this be a completely different story of what you're looking at here. So, yeah. You will be how few people you will be how few people care on, like, how long an animation takes to come out. Look at a few, that's most people. Thank you, that's nice. You'll be surprised. Oh, gotcha. You're surprised how many people don't care about how long an animation takes. Thank you. Because obviously I can't spend, like, you know, 7 years on one project, even though it's getting halfway to there. But, yeah, as long as I keep having these little updates, I feel like that's just as good. But yeah, trying to work on two things. Because I was working with Folly Celestia, and I was actually I wasn't working on the movie quotes full time. I was working on the 1 minute ones and trying to get those going. Yeah, so 2017 to 2019, I was working on the Folly Celestia and the shorts, basically. But now I'm working on the movie and Midnight Mares, and it's like, that's a lot more work, because I'm basically making, like, an entire movie at this point, like, production-wise, you know? Even though, like, Derpy movie is, like, a third or half as long as Midnight Mares pilot is gonna be, it still feels like it's gonna be, it's like, the amount of stuff that I'm putting into, like, these 10 minutes is incredible. So, yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, thanks, Cookie. That's nice. Yeah, we're, like, becoming, like, this pseudo community now. It's really nice that the content isn't as important. I gotta think about that as well. I mean, obviously I can't just come in here. I guess I could just do it just chatting, like a Twitch thing, where people just literally hope that people are there, and then hopefully people are chatting for you and asking questions. But yeah. Yeah, I'll have to figure out whatever if I keep going back and forth with what I want to do, the on screen on Twitch, during the Inktober, which will probably just be like 40 minutes every day, and whatever hour I feel comfortable doing it. So, yeah. And to speak. Hello. It's over. We can still, when this is done, it should probably take like 10 minutes, and then you can watch the whole thing over again. I tried to update the live stream playlist, because I apparently forgot for like 2 months. So, I'll, that should be good now. Let's see. Oh boy. Yeah, totally. Yeah. So Tuesday, yeah, at the bottom, I can't really look at it. Tuesdays and Thursdays, 4 and 4 and 7, 4 plus those times. Yeah. Good. Oh yeah, it says it. Yeah. Let's see. It's not much more to say. I think I got a Discord. Let me just check to see if that's actually important. Actually, it is. Oh yeah, I'll have to figure that out. Okay. How we doing? Yeah, I feel more refreshed since last time. I think I just needed to like have a break, literally, and then just explode and then refresh. Because I don't know if I was really bottling it up, but it's just like it was just stress that I wasn't really taking care of, I guess. That made it worse. So I feel like if I somehow had more recreational stuff throughout the day would probably be better. Because I do kind of just sit down and work for nightmares, and then if I have time before dinner, work on the movie. Work on the movie for a bit. So it's basically about over half the day is trying to work on stuff. So, and when deadlines and big projects and milestones have to be reached, it does get scary. So I didn't need something like that. So sorry that was actually on stream. So yeah, England's time. I mean, I would also include like Argentina and Russia's time as well. Those are, I think, are the biggest ones. Well, I think Argentina will probably be the close to America time, but yeah, England and Russia or whatever adjacent to Russia people are. Yeah, so I'm naive, I guess, about all that. Let's see. You have a moth? Ah, jeez. Hopefully, yeah, my house is full of spiders, so hopefully we don't really get too many moths that way. But then we get a bunch of spiders, so we have to kill those. Yeah. Any collabs? Yeah, exactly what star kinda got. Animations. I don't do anything like live action stuff. The only thing that I've done live action was that Let's Play, which lasted for only a month or a year, actually. Yeah, I've done a lot of. I think if you just search Yoshi Greenwater, you might find between my uploads, you'll be able to find some YouTuber intros that have worked for. I did some stuff for that. Some people like that. Don't want to name them out or else I'll forget someone. So yeah, search for those. I think those were really fun. But now I'm so busy that I only really like Dutspeak. Or Dutspeak. I only had enough time to like make those vectors. Was just about enough time. As you see, like just making this horse was basically just using my already made assets and then adding the hair and tail and the extra props. So, and then I can like use this to animate with. So, yeah. But yeah, for the collabs, I don't know. I did do like one sort of like interview, but I was like when I was like super shy and like camera shy, and so I wasn't able to really voice my opinions too thoroughly. I was very shy about that. So if I do an interview now, I probably would be a little better doing that again. That we had like a voiceover interview. But other than that, I don't think that really counts as a collab exactly. So, yeah. There, get some water. There was the snowboarder that was here in one stream called out collab. That's true. I think I was just like adding, you know, just another voice into the stream. I don't know. I don't know what you call that. Because a collab would collaboration. Yeah, I guess by that maybe definition. I don't know. Oh yeah, I'll get some more water. What started talking about was that way in the early development of Folly Celestia, which if you haven't seen it, go watch it. I spent 3 years on it. Please go watch it. So around 2017 we were making the first storyboards, like the first scenes of the first actual scenes of the Folly Celestia. And I invited the storyboarder at that time to, hey, it's like, hey, you want to come in and talk a bit? And that, I think that's probably still up somewhere. It was probably like the first, if you go to the live stream playlist, which I've also updated, that should be one of the first ones, I think. Yeah, that was fun. I don't think I've actually talked to him before, so I didn't know if there was going to be some interference. Oh, there's actually been a couple other times when, even before that, exactly, they were very not good network or something. But actually before that, years ago, I think one of the first or second animation teams that I joined was Lunar Studios, and they had a couple animations. They had I worked on the it's cake, Celestia Luna's cake or something. It's gonna be hard to find because I think Lunar Studios is probably taken by a bunch of other people. But I think we had some streams. I think on Twitch actually, where either I hosted or was on someone else's Twitch stream of basically just streaming my Flash animation and having the other guys just ramble on for a couple hours while I was the only one actually working on anything. Because, like, you know, the voice, the director, and I think the other animator wasn't able to do anything. Or I think I was the only animator. We eventually got one other animator, and that was actually Hyperdash, who worked on Solidarity, which I also worked on later. So it's weird, like, how full circle a lot of this community stuff is. And then I met like Star at one of the Roticons, so it was like really, really fun. That it is a small world, and gotta respect that. Yeah. That was fun. That was a good remnants. Should we keep going? How far should we go with this? Yeah. What amount should be close to like some kind of light source? Maybe should like have like turn the lights off and then get a flashlight and see what happens. I don't know if that would work. Let's see. Yeah, it was actually my first BronyCon was the last one. Because I went to like Everfree Northwest, which is literally like a couple hours from where I live in Seattle. So I was able to just zip on over there, and that was super easy to get to. It was a small enough venue that it's like able to, you know, not have school locker room, you know, hallways of bumping into everyone every time. So it was really nice for those first couple years. I think the first one was, I don't know, probably 13 or 14, and then we went a couple more years, and then we probably missed one, and then we're back. They changed their venues a lot too. The first one that I went to was really, really hot. I remember it was summer, and it was like 80 or 90 degrees every day. And because we had so many people, they didn't know how to get everyone inside of the building at every line. So like they had this like the main stage was in between a bunch of different like other rooms. So like the line would be so long because they had to reset the chairs or something every time. So they couldn't put, have, people kind of filling in before it starts. It's like everyone has to be outside. You can't come in. So we have to have like line up like 200, 300 people like outside of the building in this 80-degree heat. And everyone's just like sweltering, and it's just like it keeps wrapping around all the way around like the outside, all the way back. And I just remember that experience. It's been really weird and bad. Just like we couldn't just go in because they had to reset the chairs and vacuum or whatever every time you wanted to go in there. And if you don't get in that line, then you'll be way in the back, and you won't be able to choose where you want to sit. So you got to get there soon, but then everyone else thinks there too. So either just wait there for like half hour or more in this line, or you don't get in, So, yeah, let's see. Exactly. I read your stuff. Because my dad actually likes Doctor Who a lot. That's how I got into Doctor Who, especially the classic ones. That was really good. So there's like this Anglicon, which I guess is meant for like British or English television. So it's not just Doctor Who stuff, but it's like it's British television in general. But as it kind of went on, it's like it's most likely just kind of just talk about Doctor Who pretty much like 80% of the time. So yeah, the Doctor Who one was really good. A couple of times, like some of the doctors actually came, and that was in Seattle as well. So that was really, really cool to meet them, because they're only like 13 people. So like to see like especially the classic ones, it's like wow. So I got to see 5. Oh no, 6 and 7. Maybe not 6. Maybe 8. Who's 8? No. Definitely 5 and 7, I think. If you don't know Doctor Who, it's probably not making sense for that. But I think 5, 6, 7 would likely be there. And a bunch of companions also came at different times. So that was really, really cool. Does it include Coronation Street? Maybe. Yeah, it was just like hodgepodge of like any other general British television stuff. I think Sherlock was probably popular at the time as well. So like it'd be a lot of Who-lock, sure who stuff there. Would be like the second most popular thing there, and then anything else under that umbrella. 5, 6, 7 the most usually attended conventions. Yes. Yeah, okay. Cool. I think I got a picture, so I probably should check that to see. You got Coronation Street on CBC. Okay. I'm not sure what it is, so I'm not gonna hope to understand what that is. I think that's a show, but I don't think I've seen that. Yeah, I've only really gotten into Doctor Who. And I tried to watch the first, like, series. I was Sherlock, and I think I just kind of got bored. The episodes were, like, hour long. It's just, like, it's not like Phoenix Wright where you can just, like, spend the time and, like, stop in the middle of it and, like, guess what's going on. It's like, it just kind of keeps going, or you don't really know until, like, the last 5 minutes until he says, like, whoops, everything's, we kind of led it up to being Mr. This guy, but whoops, it's the maid. It's like, what? Okay, sure. Yeah. Like, I can't figure it out myself. Yeah. You get Canadian TV in Detroit. Is it soap opera? Coronation Street? Okay. Maybe I'm thinking of the historical one. Was that the Downtown Abbey? maybe. That's definitely one thing. Or Abby something. Yeah. Mom watches it. It's been 20 years. Wow. Yeah. So yeah, the conventions and stuff are really fun. I think that's mostly what I've been to. Has been Everfree, the Anglicon, and then BronyCon. I guess I kind of consider it to be different. Oh, I guess the other slightly convention, which was unconventional, that I went to was in Japan. When I was in Japan for like 2 weeks, near the end of the trip, I saw a magazine and it had Hatsune Miku on it, and I was like, hey, look, haha, I know that anime. And I looked through it, and it's like they're having a convention sort of thing, or a concert. They're having a concert for the annual concert of Miku for her 10th anniversary. And it's like, well, this will be the closest, opportunity I'll probably have to this, so let's see if we can do it. When will I ever be within, like, several kilometers of this? Oh yeah, Hatsune Miku is a Vocaloid program, and yes, sorry about that. So, we were just only like a train and a half away from this convention center that had a huge, like a plain warehouse size room that had a bunch of different little stalls and little activities like kid stuff and merchandise, and like a showroom that they had a a car that had like Miku on it, and a lot of cosplayers walking around. And in the back they had a little mini stage that had a giant mascot chibi Miku, and then she sang a song. It's like, oh, that was fun. But we didn't have tickets for the actual concert because that sold out way before. So I got a shirt, and then we kind of just walked every stall and then kind of left. But that was my time of going into a Miku convention half concert thing. And not really being super invited to it. So I guess I'll count that as a thing. And I think that's probably the last thing. I guess we're in real life stuff, because I've been to virtually the Pony Fest, Pony Palooza, that's on Discord. I've been to that a couple times, or at least just watching the Twitch streams. They were really good. It's if you haven't been to a real life convention, I think one of you guys said it. If you haven't been to a real life convention, the Pony Fest one is a virtual version of it. Cause speaking just like being to one, it's like, yeah, it feels like it has a schedule. It's like you can only be to one at a time. Really, you can only really pay attention to one at a time, and you have to follow the schedule to see like, oh, I'm gonna go to Artist Alley next and plan it out, and watch the different panels, which it feels like just going into a random room and just kind of not. You may come in late and it'll be fine because they'll keep going. They won't like make sure that you're okay. But yeah, I would recommend that. They just had it like a couple weeks ago or something, for the Pony Fest Discord one. So that was fun. I think I really watched like the animation one where it had Mitty Root and a couple of animators. So watched that one, and that was fun. Let's see. So I think that's about it. So let's see, that's about round 4, I think. Or I guess BronyCon would. Does Everfree and BronyCon count as a convention? Well, I guess 3 pony conventions and 1 umbrella, and then 2 international ones, I suppose. So, it's not to brag, but it's just like it is. It's hard to do. It's hard to do those, especially like the ones like you get to ones that are like 3 or 4 days, and like the third day, like afternoon, it's like you just want to go home, but everything's still exciting, and it's just like, yeah, it kind of gets repetitive also a little bit too. That you just have to choose different panels. It's good to have like some kind of mixture, because I think one of the things I did bad on BronyCon was just going to the visual arts style ones, that I could have gone to more, because I went to a cosplay one, and it's like, wow, that was really cool, like a different perspective than just watching someone with a tablet with Photoshop open and then they just draw for an hour. It's like, yeah, I guess I'm learning stuff, but it's like, it's kind of dry. Or at least I kind of knew half of it already, kind of stuff. You know, as I could have gone to like, I never really go to the music ones because they're too loud, and I'm not good at dancing, so I would have no point to go to one of those. Yeah, let's see. I think we're good. We're just about an hour and a half. We could probably just end it a little bit early. Not that there's any time limit or anything on this. Yeah, but the only thing could just be how hungry I get that I just have to go up and get dinner. Yeah, it's totally okay. That's why I recommend like the Pony Fest one, because that's virtually just as virtual as you can get of the in terms of pony panels and conventions. Yeah. Alright, I'll end it here then. Thank you so much for watching. I just needed that explosion, and then reset my internal clock to stress levels, because we finished the first draft of Midnight Mayor's storyboards. That's a sentence. The storyboards, the first draft of them are complete, so now we're just doing the revisions, and then I can work on animatics of those. So it feels like we finished at least one milestone, and that felt really good. So yeah, so hopefully we'll get those revisions done and the animatics done, and then hopefully maybe in a month or so I might be able to get some layouts, some backgrounds, and maybe, you know, later actually animate, you know. Haha, that'd be fun. Oh boy. Anyway, but also for this, we'll see whether or not we feel good of doing another, making another one of these characters, like one of these, or do a Bob Ross, and then do an Inktober, and then we can see what we want to do. Because probably I just want to like finish the rest of it. So this is a gold mine for getting a bunch of background ponies. So thank you so much for contributing to all these different wonderful ideas. I'll try and use as many as I can, but probably not use 100% of all of them. And I hope you understand. I'll definitely have Jules Verne, most likely, maybe at least more likely in chapter 4. So, which will probably premiere next year, if I'm being generous with that. So I'll try and get 3 at least this year, at least by probably October will be great. And then we'll see for chapter 4, because that's actually going to be more technologically more complex, more complicated camera shots and stuff. So we'll see if I can figure that out. Just need to do a lot of planning. So anyway, hope to get that done. So thank you so much for helping with this and watching the you saw the other horse. So thank you. Okay, I gotta see where the button is. Okay, I gotta explode. Okay, see ya. Bye bye.